Good morning, everybody. Good evening and good afternoon. Hope you're doing good and well. And once again, welcome back in the Unknown to Known episode number 31 with the Year in Reflection series with Ajay Kumar. Hi, Ajay. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Atul. I'm doing good. Thank you so much to invite it on that particular podcast series.
Definitely, yes. So, Ajay, as you know, that how we start this session because this is your fourth time on my or third time on my podcast now, but this is not
I think
the some. It's the third time, right?
it's fifth time.
Oh, it's a fifth time. Oh my God, we have done four
Yeah,
sessions. Wow,
yeah.
nice. So it's a fifth time. We I welcome you again here. So let's start as per the tradition. Let's start as per our process. So we'll take 10-20 second pause to pray to God, and then we start our session. And it is a year in reflection. So no teaching, no knowledge something. It is like discussion about you and your journey. Okay. So let's take a 10 second pause. Then we'll start. Okay, Ajay, how are you doing today? Saturday morning, afternoon. How are you doing? You're in the mute, Ajay.
Yeah, I'm also doing good. Thank you. How are you doing?
Oh, all good here. Early morning, 6:30. It's a black outside. Still cold. I can say 7 or 8 degree temperature. This is what
Yes.
I'm doing at point of time. Okay, so Ajay, let's start with the game. Okay,
Oh,
you
nice.
need to be tell me something, incident. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
which make you very happy in the last 1 year.
Okay. So the incident is, in my journey, always learning, right? So you can't believe I preparing for a couple of certifications last year, and I did two certifications in single day, right? So one
Oh.
certification is related to ITSM, but certification is related to CAD, and that both certification are pending from last 6 months, for which I am trying to be learn and which I am trying to be prepared for that, right? So that makes me happy. If you are learning, if you are doing your work on the time with consistency, you are able
Mhm.
to achieve it, and I think that makes me happy. I am able to do two certifications in a single day. That was
Oh my
amazing.
God. How you get the time to prepare for two certification in a single day?
So as I mentioned, I'm from last 6 months I'm preparing for that, right? So it's not a one day job. I am
Mm-hmm.
consistently giving 1 hour to be, both things to start or to learn about that thing. And what I feel ITSM and CAD is somehow related to each other, right? If we are going to be
Yes.
different certifications that are not related, but I feel
True.
like we can go together for these certifications, and I did it in single day.
Perfectly fine. Wow. Good. So now Ajay, in this series, basically, we discuss about your life journey in the last 1 year. It's a year and reflection. So
Yeah.
how the first 3 months went for you means what about it might be in your personal life, might be in your career, might be in ServiceNow ecosystem, in your job, how the things moved.
So first 3 months is not quite too much busy. I've started on contributing on the ServiceNow community, that I feel, because the consistency is again required to do that, right? So I
True.
started on ServiceNow community. I met couple of pupils to help me out on the ServiceNow side. You are one of them. You increases me.
Thanks.
Ajay, you have to start something new on the ServiceNow side. You have to be start YouTube. You have to be go on the ServiceNow community and help out the pupils who are looking for the answers, right? So I started that journey last year basically, but from last this year basically I started full flash. Basically I'm giving 1 hour or 2 hours daily basis to that particular things, and which I feel that consistency is again required to be achieve anything,
Hmm.
right? So that I'm doing basically. So that's
Okay.
why
so
my
so
first 3 months was amazing.
so what was the bad experience in the first 3 months? Do you think that no, it's done, it's very boring, I can't do it much?
No, I think I don't feel or I don't see any bad experience in first 3 months. But yeah, the bad experience on my career is something where I don't have too much work. So that I
Hmm.
feel, Ajay, this is the time you have to be changed. This is the time where you have to be moved out on the new career, right? If you don't have good much work, or if you're not learning practically apart from your
Right.
theoretically you are doing, that's not good for that, myself as well. So that is the bad experience which I faced earlier, but now things are going good.
Nice, 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 nice. And when you say that you spend in the beginning, you start working on the ServiceNow community. How you started that? Are you directly putting the questions, sorry, answers, or you yourself is putting the questions first and looking for the answers as well?
So if you ask me, I started my career in ServiceNow 8 years ago. I know
Okay.
ServiceNow community is there. That particular time, I'm also learning, and I thought, let's put something. Let's, whatever questions or issues I'm facing, I'm putting on the ServiceNow community, and I'm getting, good solutions from there, or good suggestions to be resolve my issue. Then last year itself, I have time, and I think why I have now good experience on the ServiceNow side on the product which I am working. I thought, let's put something there. So I start putting some answers for that particular articles or particular questions, as well
Mhm.
as, that ServiceNow platform is too much for the learning curve as well, right? So I started learning articles, blogs, whatever put it by the different stakeholders, as well as I'm also going through from my issues as well, right? So if I'm going to be stuck somewhere, then my first channel is ServiceNow community, where I'm searching my issue. If I get find something, that will be good. If I'm not able to find something, simply I'm going to be put that particular questions and asking for the larger audience to be provide some solutions on it, right? So I feel, if pupils are giving some time to the ServiceNow community to provide solutions, why should I not? Right. So I
Hmm.
started that one. I started with very slowly, reaching out to that particular one. And till now, I think I have done approx 1,000 posts on, or,
Oh,
answers on that particular community portal.
nice, nice. So when you say slowly and slowly, what do you include in that slowly? Like one question, one answer per day, or how you make this plan to become a slowly to be fast and furious?
Right. So earlier I started with 10 minutes only. So
Okay.
whatever, only dedicated 10 minutes for ServiceNow community. So I started with 10 minutes. I'm just looking for the questions where I'm more comfortable to provide solutions and answers, because ServiceNow has vast of questions, vast of, terminologies they are using, and which I'm
Yeah.
not also aware about it every time, right?
Okay.
So I'm learning, I'm trying to grab that particular information from there, and whatever I feel that solution is going to be, or that suggestion is help out to that other folks, right? I'm just doing that one, right? Then I increase to 30 minutes, because when I get interested on that particular site, increase to 30 minutes and providing solutions on more questions, right? Now I'm giving 1 hour dedicatedly to that particular thing. So I feel, helping out the pupils is again, good thing, as well as when you get your provided solutions is accepted by other folks, right? So it will give
Hmm.
you some, good or positiveness. Ajay, you are doing good. You have to do continue that particular things if it is
True.
impacting something to someone else's life, and he's helping out for that.
True. True. No, that's actually that's I think that is more important for the intention that if your answers, your knowledge is helping or not helping, I'll say impacting someone's life in a good manner, definitely you should continue with the same as well. That's the one thing. Good. So what are the changes happen in the first 3 months of the year in your family? Are they supporting you? They cursing you? Why you're always on the phone or laptops or the mobile? And what this community? Why you're doing all these things as well?
No, I definitely say that particular thing here. My wife, my parents are very supportive here, right? So they never ask me why you are working for, long hours. Why they never ask me on those particular things. You can't believe I have set up my personal office somewhere outside from my home, and I reached out my office around 8 o'clock morning, and I'm going to be work around 10 p.m. Right? So I'm
Oh,
I'm continuously working there. I'm just going for lunch for my home, and after that again working from there. That only, right? So my family, my parents always supportive, but sometimes, if I'm not able to give particular time to them, they will also ask, why you are doing that type of job, you should change it. But when I'm giving my explanation, or when I'm giving my, what I'm doing, what I want to be achieving next couple of years, what I feel, where is impact is happening, right? And if due to my help any single person is impacted or any single person is get help from that, that is successful for me. So
True.
that I thought, and they that I conveyed to my family, and they are going to support me now much.
Nice, nice. No, definitely. Without this is what I'm a strong believer. I'm sure my our audience and the viewer also have the same belief, because I met Jerry as well personally. I know that he has a cute kid as well. So family support is always required on the place. If your family is not supporting, by even though if you want, then also you can't do anything because your family is not supporting to you. Good.
Definitely.
Now let's come to the again community side. How you started means what are the trigger points that make Ajay to be forced go in the community? It's just someone says, definitely accept me. If someone says or you find nahi, nahi, yaar, I'm or just you Google it and you find, oh wow, that is a good thing. Let me start something on that particular parts. How that journey started.
As I mentioned, whenever I am going to the ServiceNow community, I'm putting the questions there only just to be
Okay.
seek help from different pupils, right? Then, you know that is a trigger point only, because that solutions they provided to me, that's most of the time working. The suggestions they provided to me that are working, and I find out something from them to resolve my issues, right? So that is a trigger point when I reached out to a sometimes of different experience, I thought, let's try to put something there, let's try to help out the community. After that, I met with you. After that, I met with Hardit and couple of other folks as well who push me. Ajay, this is the your time to be showcase your knowledge related to your product, because I we have not seen anyone in the market who are helping out the ITOM side, because my expertise
Right.
in ITOM and ITOM only. I'm not worked on any other module apart from that. So I thought, yeah, this is the right time to provide that particular things to community. Let's try to build a good, resources for the ITOM side. So I started that particular journey from there, and now I can see there are lots of people who are doing good in ITOM, right?
True.
So they are doing good job. I'm not sure that is from my side, but somehow they feel a kick, "Okay, now we have to be contribute in ITOM too much, right?" And this is something different module from other modules basically.
True, 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 true. No, that's 100% true, Ajay. Okay, so now the first half has been done of 2024.
Yeah.
Now the second part from April, May, and June. Okay, now in April, May, and June, what special happened with you on the personal level? Let me talk about that first. Then we'll go for the community level.
Okay. So on the June, I got new offer from the new organizations, which is I'm looking for, because I much don't have much work, and I'm always trying to accepting, the challenging work, right? So I got a offer from SAP Labs. I joined there. I moved out to Bangalore. And second thing, why I joined it, because whatever I talked discussed with my management on that particular time, they are helping me. Ajay, this is the thing you have to do here. This is the impact you are going to be create here. So you have to join us. And that is something I feel I'm getting that particular challenging work, that things which modules which I'm not worked on ITOM last couple of years. I'm working on that particular thing. So again, learning, consistency, and these particular things comes in the picture. And this is something which happens good to me this year.
Okay, what next on the professional side? Sorry, on the personal side. Professional, you say
Ah,
that okay, you joined SAP. I saw your post on the LinkedIn as well, that you when you started your journey you put the post as well. What about on the personal side as well?
the personal side, on the May and June, I started, a podcast or the YouTube journey or the training journey,
Okay.
basically, right? So I started a training batch for ITOM where, a couple of folks joined. I provided the complete or CMDB or discovery training, first of all, and then putting that particular videos on the YouTube, and I hear lots of feedbacks or comments from lots of spokes or folks basically, where they increase me, Ajay, you're doing good job, you have to continue that particular things, which increase me specifically to do for the more community, to do for
Right.
helping to growing the other pupils as well in that particular stream, right? So that is amazing experience again, and again, day by day it's increasing me. I definitely, every day getting one message or one comment on the YouTube. Ajay, this is very explanation. This is very good. You have to do. And I started that one, right? So that is again, I'm doing continuously on that particular side as well.
Good. So I know that training is one of the area which people actually appreciate, and definitely you have to put the efforts as well. Any bad experience happen in the training in the first 3 months? Definitely, I have a lot of experiences. What your experience is here?
If I say, someone comes to you and whatever you are thinking, whatever you are, what is a motive of yours, you're starting
Mhm.
training, right? That is not fulfilling. That is
Okay.
my bad experience, right? And from the next time I learn the lesson on that particular side, and especially mentioning that particular as a note to everyone who are going to be attend the training, money is not matters to me. Thing is only you are connected to me, you are learning and you are getting something from that training is matters to me. That is something I feel, right? So that's happened in the first batch. So I don't want to be disclose that particularly thing, but
No,
yeah,
that's fine.
definitely.
Okay, so let me put a comment for you, Ajay, on the chat now. From because in every podcast I play a game with my guest and I have to prepare the questions, but this time I'm putting this on the chat for everybody. You can put your rapid fire questions for Ajay. This time not I'm the host, you all are the host with me. If you put the question, definitely I'm going to put it for Ajay as well. Okay, Ajay, one thing which is important, definitely training is one of the thing. What you learn from the trainings?
What I learned basically, whenever you're working on the projects, couple of projects, that thing is very streamlined. You know how to do that, right? You know what is you are doing. But in the training side, there are lots of folks who are working on different projects, who are doing different things. You will get to know what issues they are facing, might be or not face in your career, in 6 year career journey in that particular side, right? So I am always learning about like what issues they are facing, how can I help on that particular side. Second thing, connections basically and networking with the different folks. I'm always getting it right. Third thing which I feel, if someone comes to you and asking any questions, how calmly, how giving the correct
Patiently, yeah.
answers to them, patiently giving the correct answers is something which I learned. Because in simple word, if anyone asks me, Ajay, how you are doing, I'm not a calm person, I'm little bit anger side, right? But that I'm learning ki, Ajay, you have
Yes.
to do patiently, you have to do those particular things in process and proper manner. That I learned. And end of the day, I feel my communication skills is not too much good. Still learning the communication skill side when you're speaking to lots of pupils in the world.
Nice. No, definitely from the training, because you are not a Ajay at point of time. There's a lot of people who have eyes on you because you are a teacher for them, you are a sir for them, you are a one brother for them as well on that particular part. And as you say that these trainings videos are going on the YouTube as well. So after going on the social platform, it can be millions or millions can people can watch it in a later of time. Okay, I'll put your question. Wishing well adventure camp. But before that, I have a question. One more question here. How you started the idea of a YouTube then?
YouTube idea is one of the person who encouraged me a lot. Ajay, this is the time. If you are doing trainings, you should put to YouTube so wider audience can able to see it. And that credit goes to who is sitting front of me only, Mr. Atul Grover.
No,
So
no,
he
no.
encourages me, you have to do, Ajay, this time you have to upload on the YouTube so person can able to learn more. They are able to reach you, and wider audience get benefited from that, right? When you're giving trainings, 5-10 pupils are there, but when I'm putting to YouTube, definitely there are lots of pupils who are able to watch that particular series and who are impacted to that particular series, right? So that idea started or comes from the Atul Grover only, and he
Oh,
supports me a lot.
no, 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 man. It's not definitely not me. It's you who put the efforts on that particular part. Okay, so I have two questions for you, Ajay. I'm bringing on the screen now. If mid server were a superhero, what would be its superpower be?
Nice question.
It's a rapid
Definitely,
fire.
mid-server is a superhero, right? So superpower of the mid-server is having or mm, you know breaching the securities. It should not breach the security, definitely, right? So whenever you are connecting your mid service with ServiceNow instance or ServiceNow or customer, infra, that is the superpower of the mid servers. It's always sending the data to inbound, outbound to ServiceNow only, and it's collecting the data to infrastructure. So it will create a middleware, or we can say security things in between of that particular one, and that security breaches will not happen using the mid servers. That is a superpower of the mid server, basically.
Perfectly fine. Okay, another one which coming from the Wishing Well Adventure Camp. I'm sure that they can sponsor some camps to you as well. One tip to improve CMDB accuracy.
CMDB accuracy will achieve, analyzing of the data sources, basically. How many data sources you have, how you are populating the data. First of all, you have to understand that on the scratch level. Then second thing, you have to be understand what attributes coming from which data source, what is required, what is mandatory, right? And third is you have to be configure the reconciliation rule, so every data source able to put the data to that particular classes, right? So if that you are following the three strategies, like data sources, understanding what data you required, and from where you have to be upload that data, that is the best things to understand or to make or upload the accuracy of it. And the last thing is, what I feel lots of people are lagging, or lots of organizations are lagging to upload the manual data which is not coming from that any discovery or any data source which is discovering
Sure.
that particular infrastructure, right? So we have to be design a process, whatever they designed. It can be lean ix to be integrate or manual process, but the manual attribute which is required to be maintained, the CMDB is more required, right? And that accuracy is more required. So time to time we have to do that. The last thing is, the process to be life cycle of the CMDB or CI is basically which is coming to in the CMDB, right? So that should be properly followed. If ACI is retired or decommissioned or any other another reason, that should be properly follows using the catalog items. Whatever we can do automations, we
Whatever
have to
track.
do that one.
But I think along with this, what is the main crunch of this discussion, which you say is called the governance here. If it is a
Definitely.
good governance, then definitely you can do, because maintaining, uploading the data, deleting the data, making the changes is all under come the governance. If you have a strong governance on the place, definitely your CMDB will be accurate. And if you ask me,
100%.
CMDB is heart of any of the module. It's not only
100.
ITSM, and now as we see that CMDB is working along with CSDM, so they both
Yep.
are two lungs of a same body. If one will not work properly, other will definitely get impacted on that particular part. Good, thanks. So I think now what I'm seeing on the question here, Wishing Well Adventure Camp can give you a offer to go for a camping, and then you can stay in the Shivain Resort where you can meet Sandy and have a beer together. Okay, I'll put another question from Shivain. He put it, his name is Shivain Resort. One tool or resource that help you to master CMDB concepts.
So there is no tool, right, to be master in the CMDB, first of all, right? What I feel, if you have understanding of the data processes, if you have the understanding of the functional side, why CMDB is required, what is the end goal we want to be achieved to implement the CMDB, right? That is only the mastering you can do in the CMDB, right? So as I earlier mentioned in this, last question, you have to be understand, you have to be take a holistic approach of what is the impact of implementing this with the different data sources, how it's going to be utilized with the different modules of ITOM. And it's not related to ServiceNow. CMDB is something configuration management database, and which can be used by any different tools as well, where you are just passing the information of the CIs, where you are passing information of different things to be take a consistency or take a governance of any different things, basically, right? So you have to do that, right? This is the only thing. If you have good understanding of the processes, if you have understanding about the good governance model of CMDB, you can master of the CMDB, basically.
And I guess what I learned from my training is that CMDB implementation is not that much tough, but CMDB concepts understanding is more tough. If
More
you
tough,
if
right?
you if you know that what is CI, what class type of class it is, what IR rule should be there, what reconcile should be rule should be there, then it is easy to do. And believe me, Shiven, that we implemented CSDM for one of the customer. It took 3 months for us just to build CSDM model only for the one service, because the problem is that everybody has a different concept of the service definition. Might
Right.
be for my client, five stakeholders are there. So everybody, if I say, okay, what is business service? Everybody has its own definition, and this is what make it tough. So to master CMDP, more you learn about the concepts, more you learn about their relationship, will be good for you. Okay, I'll next question coming from the Pahadi boy. I'll take a question after few minutes. Let's play a game with Ajay now. Okay,
Sure.
it's a definitely going to be very different game this time, and this need to be answered by audience, not by Ajay. I'm not sure that where is my friend Jerry at point of time. He did not say anything here. Jerry, are you there or are you sleeping? I'm sure that it's windy and rainy as well. So might be you are sleeping here. Okay. Now what the game will be? Ajay, you have to give me three sentences. Okay, you can just put me on the different chat. Out of these three sentences, two will be the truth and one will be the lie. Okay, and you just give three sentences and we put in the chat window, and audience will guess that what is lie and what is true truth, and let's see how you are able to confuse them.
That is something going to be confuse me again.
Yes.
It's a challenge for me to be provide the three
So
sentences.
so so
And
might be you can take few seconds here. Okay, just
mhm,
think. Three might be your personal, your professional, your career, your marriage, your kids, anything which you want to put it. Three
mhm.
sentences you have to be give to me. Thanks Jerry for the confirmation. Okay, then we'll put in the chat window, and then audience will tell that what is truth and what is lie here. Okay, go ahead, Ajay. In the meantime, let me talk to Jerry as well in the time. Yes, Jerry, that is true. It not only 3 months. It take more than that as well. 3 months is just the first phase where we just build the model, because we have a lot of stakeholders involvement there. So we have to be think that how we can best build the CSDM, and that is CSDM 4.0 with the minimum components. Not everything we take, not the build part we take, not the capability part we take. We just take business services, technical services, and one business application. That's all. And to build that model only, it took 3 months for us. Okay, Ajay, ready now?
Yes.
Okay, let me see what Ajay put it here. Okay, I have completed masters. I have two kids. I belong to Punjab. नहीं यार अजय थोड़ा सा ये तो okay. Let's play with Ajay first, and then I'll play with everybody. Okay. So Ajay put the three sentences or three messages here. Let me bring on the screen now. The first one say Ajay completed masters. Second says Ajay have two kids, and third says Ajay belongs to Punjab. What you think that what is be lie here? It's from audience I want. Come on, Jerry, what do you think? Shivain, Sandy, Pahadi boy, what do you think that what is the lie here? According to me, the lie is the first one. Ajay is lying here. Might be Ajay. We will see, and then we'll get it too.
Yeah.
What do you think, everybody? Sure, Jay. Definitely, we are meeting on 16th December in the London meetup as well. What do you think? What's Ajay is lying here? Okay. Seven King says he belonged to Punjab is a lie here. Jerry says he completed his master is a lie here. What other things? Sandy, Shivain, what do you think that what is the lie here? Okay, might be they are just thinking. So Ajay, what is the lie here?
So I have completed masters. Is lie here, and the second also lie here. I am belongs to Punjab.
No, 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 no. So I false, true, true. Oh, nice, Arun. That's the way. Karan says Punjab is the lie here. Okay. Now let me put belongs to Haryana. Ajay belongs to Haryana, right? Okay. Let me put three sentences from my side. Okay. Mm. Number one. Okay, I'm putting second one here. Okay, and the last one. Okay, now guys, so you have three
Nice.
things. First, I sleep in my refinement meeting. Second, I'm a hardcore BPC. And third, I write poem and plays. What is the lie here? What do you think? Let me start. Ajay will come to you later. So this is the first one, that I sleep in my refinement meeting. This is the second one, I am hardcore BPC, and that is the third one, that I write poem and plays. Let me start with my friend Jerry. Jerry, what do you think? What is the lie here?
I think Jerry can guess easily.
Let's say your turn also come, Ajay. Don't worry, your turn also will come. Okay, what do you think, Arun? What is the lie here about me? Shivain, Sandy, Party Boys. You can put. What do you think that what is lie here? Okay, Ajay, what is lie from your side?
The lie is I sleep in my refinement meetings. No, I never do that.
True, false, false. Pahari boy says third one is lie. Okay.
Third one is I write poems and plays. Sometimes I write poem and plays. That is true.
Okay. Pahari boy
Uh,
said true,
I,
false, false. Okay. I sleep in my. Ajay says I sleep in my refinement meetings. Is a lie here. Okay. Third one, I write poem. Arun says I write poem. Is a lie here. Pahari boy, it's only one, not the two lies. It's only one lie here. Jerry, come on, Jerry. It's not about the laughing now. It's you have to be giving answer. You know me, then you have to be answer it. Sandy says false, true, false. It means Sandy says I write. I sleep here. Keep you rocking both. Poem is a lie. Okay. Okay. So let me give you the right answer, guys. Here, the lie is that this one. I write poem and plays. That is a lie. And the fact is that I actually sleep in my refinement call as well sometime. This is for the benefit of the specs actually. You can sleep very easily with the so that is one thing which on maybe you can sleep on the no Jerry, I sleep in person meetings as well. Believe me. In the when we were in office, sometimes I sleep as well. I just close my eyes like this. Nobody can notice in the specs that you are sleeping or not.
amazing.
Okay, nice, nice icebreaker. Okay, let's go back to Ajay's again. So Ajay, we have done the first 6 months of year 2024. Now let's come to another 6 months, and we'll take another quarter here. So we're done with April, May, and June, July, August, and September. What is changes happen in you about the professional, personal career, and everything?
So, as I mentioned, I joined SAP Labs. So I have to be moved out to Bangalore. The first change is, I've moved out from my hometown to my Bangalore location. That is, big change without family if you're moving out here. Second thing, new challenging things will be there in the professional side because I join in new organizations where I'm not sure how the culture it is, how the people are there, what I have to do because that particular topic which is given to me to work on it, I never worked on it, so I'm not sure how I'm going to be performed there. So again, it's a challenge for me, but I feel the pupils are very supportive here. They are going to be help me out on everything. Apart from that, I take as a challenge to learn that particular things because if you want to grow in your career, you have to be time to time you have to be change everything, right? So that's required basically, right? So that I do. And again, the issues, as I mentioned on the first time, like I moved out from my hometown to here, so I am alone. Lots of things in comes in the mind, what you have to do, Ajay, where you have to do, and all, right? Then I thought, let's use that particular time to provide again to give something to ServiceNow community, right? So I started a new ITOM batch training. I started involvements to writing doing podcasts with different folks. I again started to do articles, blogs on the ServiceNow community, right? So I use that particular time as an good thing for me to start something different in different way. So how that's working or going.
Nice, nice. So it means in the first 3 months of second half, I can say that the changes happen that you joined the SAP and then your life has been changed completely and you are beyond the another part.
100%.
Okay, so I missed out a question, but I took it now put it by Pahadi boy. What is the most challenging part of teaching discovery? Wow, nice question.
The most challenging part to teaching discovery is the infra concept, right? What I feel, if you know the infra, learning discovery is not issue, not an issue for or you, but you should understand how infra is working. You cannot give that teaching to how network connects to each other, right? You cannot share that information how windows works basically, right? But I have to do sometimes those particular concepts to be clear. They can understand how windows works, how linux works, how networks work, and how these are connected to each other. If you know that particular things, you can easily understand the things. And that is, I feel, that is something, because I worked on that particular infra side, but I not worked that much level where a windows administrator or linux administrator working on that side, right? Because they have more concept knowledge on that side, right?
Correct.
So that is something challenging for me. Second is what I feel, to give the information about the new technologies which ServiceNow is doing every 6 months, right? And that is very fast. I cannot learn anything within 6 months. It will
True.
take time to be update myself. It do practically on those particular things. And people asking, Ajay, that particular features comes in that particular release. What you do? Have you knowledge about it? I simply said no, I have not implemented that. I'm just doing my testing on those particular things. What I feel, when you are going to provide any training or when you are going to be in larger audience, you have to be provide the correct informations to them. It's not
True.
like that you provide the half big informations to them and that will back to you. So that is second challenge which I feel. So I'm still learning. I'm trying to give the as much informations which is correct and truth, where we have source of truth available for those things, right? And which I already implemented for myself, so I can give them proper information about it. Otherwise, I'm not trying to do those particular things in my training, and that is challenging for me.
Right. Hope, Pahadi bhai, you got the answer now that what is the most challenging in training. And definitely sometime it's not about the, I can say, discovery only because I'm also a trainer. So I know that the way service now is changing its behavior every 6 months. They are bringing a lot
Correct.
of new concepts every time. It is very tough to be cop up for everything. And you have to make sure that you, and when you work as a trainer, you always want that you should give the accurate and up to date information. But possible, sometimes it's possible, sometimes it's not possible because you have to be implement, you have to be learn, and then you have to be put it there. Okay, again another question. Imagine you have a UI policy for emotions. What emotion would you hide on Mondays? So,
Oh,
so
nice.
now the thing is that you can go on the camp, you can stay in the resort, and you can invite Bahari Boy and Sandy for the beer now. What is the
Definitely,
UI
definitely.
policy? What, imagine you have a UI policy for the emotions. What emotions would you hide on Mondays? Thank you giving me so much ideas for my training as well. Tell me, Ajay, what do you
Nice.
think?
Right. So UI policy, everyone knows user interface policies, but right, if you're going on Monday to office, I'm trying to, hide my sleepy emotions basically, right? So after after going 2 days to on Monday, right, it always feel, still I need one day more break, right? So it always I feel sleepy. right? On what I mostly do on weekends, I'm sitting with my laptop doing couple of things, right? Posting on the LinkedIn, YouTube, writing solutions on the community, right? And again, on other days, on normal 5 days, I sleep on the time. But on weekends, I'm not able to sleep on the time because I keep
Hmm.
think, yeah, let's do something extra that particular time.
True.
And again on Monday come, and I feel sleep again. So if I have UI policy AI available, definitely I will try to use that one on my face and try to hide my sleepy emotion.
Yeah, and now everybody can understand that why I sleep in my refinement call. Generally, our refinement calls happen on the Monday only. So Ajay, you can buy a good specs like me, and you can put it, and then you can sleep like this. Nobody can recognize that you're sleeping or not, but just you sleep like this, so that people say, okay, good.
Definitely.
Now another question coming from Jerry. What are your thoughts on how AI can help with ITOM?
Thanks, Jerry, for asking that particular questions. Already, AI is doing lots of things in the ITOM side, right? If I especially talk about ITOM now assist, basically, right? So lots of things is happening. Second thing on event management side, AI, artificial intelligence, predictive intelligence, and machine learning is already there, right? So how AI is helping out before your actual issue occurs on the infra, you will get notification using the metric data on event management, and you can resolve before that issue is occurring, right? So you see, you are already doing predictively or proactively that issue solutions before that issue occurs, right? And that is most or good thing, because something is going to be happen and you resolve it before that, and your business is not impacting, right? Second thing on the machine learning again, or the AI on service mapping side, that will create the service map very easily nowadays, right? Earlier we had to write lots of custom patterns, lots of things to do that, right? But nowadays you can write patterns, or you can use that particular machine learning capabilities in the service mapping, and it will create the service map easily. Again, it's going to be integrated with event management solutions, and you can see how that is impacting, and what service or what CI is impacting to what service, and where is the impact, right? Third thing, what I feel which needs to become as well, the complete pattern, custom pattern designer should become, and new coming features that I'm expecting. So, our life will be little easy, right? So couple of times we have to write custom patterns for the discovery, and that is
Right.
too much, right? We have to, writing a pattern, it will take sometimes 10 or 15 days, because each steps we have to be take care, we have to be provide the correct things, and based on that pattern will trigger to discover that particular device. And there are lots of devices which is still out of the box pattern not available, right? So I thought I asked that particular questions to creator con as well this year. So when things will be coming for ITOM to create a custom pattern completely without any issue, right? So that is something I'm looking for that. But yeah, AI is definitely going to be help out in automation and orchestration side as well.
Okay, good. No, that definitely AI. That is I say that the way ServiceNow is changing its trend is definitely going to be a game changer soon. And when if you know that Zenando is the one where they bring the biggest AI changes, and in the Yokohama we're expecting a lot of new things are coming from the AI perspective. Good. Okay. So now Ajay, when this service you become the rising star, when this happened,
Mm.
and
That
when this
happened.
creator con you pick up the example of the creator con, when this happened, it's the last quarter, or when this
Yes,
happened.
right. This is in the last quarter only.
Okay,
So
let's go to the last quarter then.
right. So I got it Rising Star this year only to contribute last year completely on community. So I got that particular batch this year, and the Creator Con happened in the last quarter only itself, where I attended, meet lots of folks, Lauren, Andrew, Pranav. I got a meet chance to them, discuss with couple of things related to ITOM and how we are going to improve the now assist for ITOM specifically. So that was again an amazing, thing.
So how was the feeling when you become the rising star?
We cannot I cannot express that particular feeling, right? Definitely this is something ServiceNow community doing too good. If you are doing something for ServiceNow community, you are helping out the folks, that is something recognitions from ServiceNow. You are doing good, Ajay. You are rising star. This is something a badge, and saying badge, it's not good thing for them, right? It's just a crown, you can say in simple words. It's a crown. Ki you are doing good now. You are Rajkumar. Next time, if you got MVP, you will be Maharaja something. So that will be something
Okay.
good that I feel ki they are doing great on that side. Now I can understand there are more than 6.5 lakhs people on ServiceNow community, and
Yes.
finding out the people who will be fit for that particular crown is very tough job, right? But they are doing too good, right? So again, feeling cannot express, but it was an amazing, amazing feeling. And I, thanks to God, I especially thanks to my father and my mother, my wife, who supported me a lot in this journey, right? She never asked me if I open my laptop at 11 o'clock night or 12 o'clock, what you are doing. She is never going to be asked me. She simply said, do your work and come to there, right? So she's doing good, too good.
Right. So and what changes this running start bring your in your personal journey? What changes it bring?
Definitely. Right. So it's bring in my personal journey to, you know, now what let me describe in simple words. You are going to purchase something, right? And you got it free. You feel now I got it free. Let's do something extra, or let's do something different way. I got it again. Right. So that happens to me. Like I did something, I got Rising Star Crown. Now I thought, ki, Ajay, this is the time again to do something more, more, more. So you will go in different level. Or, getting some badge is always going to be increase you. Like you are doing too good. Right. Then you have good networking connections. You have lots of
True.
mentors available in the market who are always going to be increase you. There are lots of peers or folks as well who always encourage you, like, Ajay, you are doing good, and you continue. If you are going to be in that way, now you don't worry about any crown or anything. Pupils are supported you. You are going in that particular flow, right? So that I
True.
feel that changes completely. As I mentioned earlier, I'm little bit anger and that side, right? Now I'm going to be a little calm, patience is listening everything and then helping out the folks. So that
True.
completely changed in my personal life.
Okay, good. No, that's the thing which we learn from the community, that patience, motivation, support, thinking about others is one of the key area of this particular community, I can say. Okay, there's a comment from Sheikh Ashfaq that Ajay, your ITOM videos are best in the YouTube. That's for sure. I can say 100% attested. Another question
Thank
put
you,
by
Jake.
Sheikh itself, that you guys are my favorite mentor. I'm not sure that I'm a mentor or not. Sorry, Sheikh.
I
Ajay
was.
can be a mentor. You can suggest the best training mentor for the ITAM. Do you have any idea about this thing? Anything about the ITAM?
They, I am not remembering right now, but there is person who are doing the ITOM training specifically. I will, let you know, Sheikh, on that particular part. Don't worry. I will find out
Okay.
and will update you on those things.
Okay. So Ajay, we speak about a lot of about the community. Just one thing before I forget, just to be remind everybody that this time there is a no nominations open for the Rising Star 2025. The program has is going to be revamped now. So please wait for, I guess, another 6 months to 1 year. I'm not sure the timelines about this, but yes, if you contributed in the community, you must participate and you must nominate yourself for the MVP for 2025 as well. This is the nominations is already open now. So if you think you want to nominate someone, you nominate yourself, you can nominate yourself as well, you can nominate to other person as well. And this is open till 31st of December. That is the one thing. Second, few important points which I have to be put it here. Today the Delhi developer meetup is happening on the 14th. We have a Pune developer meetup is going to be happen. That is a complete virtual. If you are based out in UK, then 16th December it's a meetup is in London. Then 21st is a meetup in Hyderabad as well. And if you get chance, please go. And on the 14th we have a meetup in the Noida as well. All these informations are available on the LinkedIn as well, on the meetup site as well. You can go and join that particular groups where you will get the notifications. For I guess for the Noida, seats are already full. For the Hyderabad also, I saw the seats are already full. Delhi definitely is happening, so it's not possible for us to be travel to Delhi now. And for the Pune, nominations are still open. Sorry, the slots are still open because it's a virtual this time. So give a try to attend that one. And if you're in London or UK, then definitely 16th December the seats are still open. Few seats are open, so you can come and join on that particular part as well. Okay, so now Ajay, coming to the next part. So we talk about a lot of your service or your career specifically on the ServiceNow journey perspective, your rising star, your creator con. What about your professional journey in ServiceNow? How you move it, like from normal ServiceNow developer or the consultant or the business analyst or might be the normal developer kind of things, how you become the item expert, what path you put up on that particular stuff?
Right. So, Atul, basically, let me start from my career as well, right? So I started my career in 2012, right? I was a normal, desktop support engineer who are working to resolve that, desktop related or hardware related issues, right? Then I moved out again in the next organization. I also there Dexter support L2 engineer and just working on those particular things, right? So here I got to, get understanding about how laptop, desktop, hardware, server, Windows, everything about that, right? So that is something plus point add in my profile. Then I moved to next organization again, and I got a chance to work on the SQL, right? So I'm working on the SQL queries on application side, providing some output or inputs to stakeholders on the SQL queries and taking care about a platform or a applications for particular organization, right? While working in that particular things, I got a chance to work on the NOC engineer, right? So as a NOC engineer, network command operation center engineer, I worked on alerts, events, how they are going to be configured at the tool side, what is that thing will be happening, what if alert is coming P3, what will be happening for incident and all, and calling the stakeholders. I understand that terminology, I understand the MIM process, I understand the change management and problem management process is there. Then I moved to the next position of NOC team lead, and I worked. I'm leading that particular time approach 30 peoples there as a NOC lead, and again that's everything is manual there. Now the service now comes in the picture. The organization for which I'm working as an NOC team lead, that is the biggest telecommunication customer in India or provider in India, basically, right? So I'm working for that. And then my journey started in ServiceNow. So my project is going to be end there as a NOC lead. I have to be moved out to a different organization or join the different organizations or the same organization as well. But that particular time ServiceNow comes in the picture. There is one organization in Morpheus who are implemented ServiceNow for that particular provider. And again, my mentor, my guru or whatever you can say friend as well, Vikrant Bhargava, give me that opportunity. Ajay, this is the right time to move out in the service now because this is the one of the biggest tool is going to be the market in coming or near future, right? And they suggest me you just join ITOM because you have infra knowledge, you don't have the coding knowledge
True.
as well. So just go to that particular thing, right? So I am always thankful for my mentor Vikrant Bhargava who helped me out along to moving out that particular journey too much. Again, when I joined in Morpheus as a operation manager, because I already working as a knock lead, so I got more designation immediately, but I'm not a operation manager actually there. I'm just a developer working. So I learn about discovery, I learn about service mapping and event management. And that particular there are that organization, if anyone wants to learn, if anyone wants to grow, or if anyone wants to see actual issues, that is the best organizations to work ever, right? I always thankful for my mentors there, Himanshu Singhal, Akash Rajput, Amit Saraswat, Piyush Nigam. There are lots of people who always supported me, always stand besides me only. Ajay, you do, we are here, don't worry about that, right? So they push me on that particular side, and after 1 year I got to know how the things is working. And then I take a challenge again on myself. Ajay, this is the time to showcase what you have learned in last year, and let's lead the project from phase end for each and everything, from implementations to delivery or the project go live. So I started there. I take a challenge on that side. So you can't believe I do BPC work as well, requirement gathering things. I do development as well. I do architecture things as well because I'm not an architecture, but still I'm doing. But whatever I'm doing, I'm just consulting with my management or my other folks to be is this thing is going to good, right? They supported
Right.
me, and the things journey started from there, right? And again, I'm very thankful to those particular pupils who push me to that level where I'm sitting today, right? So that is amazing.
Nice.
After that, I moved out to HCL and TCS. I not stay for long because I feel whatever I learned, that is not I'm not able to perform whatever I want to be learn new, right? And that is something, I just moved out very early from that organizations. But again, I met lots of people there who again now connected with me as well and helping me out on every time, supporting me. One person is also joined here, Karan Patel. He's good BPC, and now it's moving to the technical side again. So he helped me
Nice.
out on a couple of things, right? Then I joined Advanced Solutions. Advanced Solutions, I joined as a practice lead or solution architect. Again, I have now the actual manager role comes in the picture where you have to build a ITOM team specifically for India, and you have to maintain the 20 folks under you, where you have to provide the training, where you have to provide the project allocations, where you
Right.
have to take care each and everything, right? Now actual arc as you can say solution architect or the manager roles comes in the picture. So I'm solutioning for the different projects. Again, I never think or I never limited myself. I'm as an architect or I'm as a manager now. I'm
Okay.
always doing development. I'm always doing as a developer role. I'm always doing BPC role, whatever required there, right? So I'm not going to be limit myself in these particular conditions. Again, I give lots of time there, learn lots of things. I given trainings to lots of pupils who certified in different certifications, and they are doing good again in the different organizations and the same organization as well. So that just one thing I just want to mention here, where I reached out here, that lots of pupils are involved there. I'm lucky enough, everyone is supporting to me. Not sure what is the reason
True.
behind that, but to which person I met, like it's you, Atul, or it's Hardit, or it's Devashish, or I met Gaurav, I met Anubhav, Pranav, whatever I met it, they always supporting me, they always pushing me to do the better, best, better and better and better, right? So that,
Nice.
and on you know and I let me tell you one scenario here. How I just cross my boundaries to do that, right? So while working on the telecommunication organization, I'm working as a knock lead. So, knock lead responsibilities is, if any event or any alert generated, if it's P1, immediately just generate,
Quick
schedule
reaction.
a call with
Yes.
MIM team and pick everyone to that, right? I was, bathing in the washroom, and immediately I got a call on I think 7 or 8 a.m. कि, Ajay, there is a P1, and where are you? So, and I not picked two or three calls earlier, right? So, they mentioned you are not picking my phone. What you are doing? मैंने कहा, I was in washroom, right? So they mentioned, why you're not taking your phone to washroom? Oh my God. मैंने कहा, how I can take my phone to washroom? Yeah, I'm bathing there, right? So, and again, I then I got to know, like, if you did your hard job now, this particular time, to move, uh, move into in this particular side, you will reach out to a different level in couple of years, right?
True.
So that particular thing is there. And again, consistency, your dedication. I never think about out of ITOM. People
Hmm.
says I have 10 certifications, I have done these particular things. I said, focus on your domain, focus on one skill set. I'm not saying to not focus on second, but you should be expert in one thing and then think about your
Primary,
other thing.
yes.
Right? Primary, you have something. This is my
True.
primary. leave with this particular thing and then think about another thing. So that's why slowly I'm moving to ITOM as well, learning ITOM, worked on the ITOM projects as well. So and then my journey is also there. But if anyone asks me for ITOM side, that my primary focus is always ITOM. Where any new technology, where new features comes by the service, now I'm going to be support that one.
True,
So
true.
how my
No,
journey started and reached out to
definitely,
here where I'm sitting
definitely,
today.
it's definitely it's a good one, and you did a lot of hard work. Destiny also have a plan, plus people are around you is supporting. Then definitely you will be reach on the a good level now. Okay, so we are just on the on the top of the hour now, but I want to be save few lines for you, Ajay, definitely. And I saw and uh, these are the Hindi Jerry. I when we meet on the 16th, I'll give you the English version as well. इट्स फॉर यू अजय स्पेसिफिकली कुछ देर की खामोशी है फिर शोर आएगा कुछ देर की खामोशी है फिर शोर आएगा तुम्हारा तो वक्त आया है हमारा दौर आएगा so with this like you are a brand in the industry now people know with you your name people know the item is only Ajay Kumar so this is what the feeling I can say I want to give it to you and with this any last advice for our audience our viewers for myself as well definitely
Atul, as I know, I learn from you a lot things. You are doing very good thing, right? But my always advice to you, if you want to, because you are good BPC, which I know. But my suggestion is just move out to technical side now, right? Just learn technical things, right? I'm 100% sure
sure
if that no coding is not about the technical thing. I'm just thinking like just apart from coding, just moved out to code technical things, and that will be amazing for you. I am 100%
sure
sure you are doing very good in that particular technical side as well. Because what I feel a BPC cannot do anything without little bit technical knowledge. You should
true
know that particular product, right? You are already doing, just improve something from that side as well. Second thing, my suggestions to everyone, and I'm always pushing that to everyone, like guys, this is the time you have to go to ServiceNow community, whatever the reason. If you want to search anything, search it. If you know any solutions, provide your solutions, suggestions. Might be it will help to someone who are stuck on any issue where he is not able to see any path. Go there, help out the people, and again always try to learn and try to learn with the consistency. Plan at least 1 hour to be learning every day on any topic. It's not about the service now, it's about whatever you want to be learn. If you want to learn any new language, if you want to learn about a new things, AI, whatever, just learn and do with
true
consistent that particular things. That is
Def-
going to be change your career very soon.
definitely definitely that's a key here for everybody it's not only for the audience it's for everybody including myself as well if you want to learn something please learn on that particular part okay
And
so
last thing,
before we close
if
yes go ahead please Ajay. Sorry
if
yes,
you are
yes.
learning, if you are learning something, don't forget to share with others. That
Correct
will very helpful.
yes and I'm worried that if I start learning item might be soon you will find a training session from my side
Definitely, I don't have any issues. It's not about the competition. It's about the sharing knowledge
Yes,
to
sharing
others.
knowledge, correct. It's about the sharing knowledge. No, I'm working on some new tracks now. Hopefully in 2025 I'll bring new tracks on the picture and we'll see how it can be done on that particular part. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so before we close it formally, let's take again a pause. Thanks to God, the power, the words, the motivation, the thoughts, the audience, you and me who bring together now this platform. Let's thanks and then we close this session as formally.
Sure.
Okay, so my big thanks to once again. I'll start from the second from the bottom one. That is Pahadi guys. Boys again say that thank you Atul and Ajay for delivering an inspired session. Thank you so much for joining, Jerry. Thank you so much, Sandy, Shivain. I can say Learning BA, Odyssey Hub, Shake, and where's our best friend goes.
Karan
Wishing
Pate.
Karan Patel definitely Seven Kings and Shivan is the wishing well adventure camp and Manoj as well. Thank you so much guys for joining this session for today. And with this, next week I not bring any guest on my podcast. Next week we have a Pune meetup. So I'm joining that meetup virtually. So if you get time, please join that. And 21st this September December will be the last session for this year. I will bring some new audience, not audience, I can say new guest, and it will be again a reflection of year end, which we're going to be discussed. And once again, thank you so much, Ajay, for your time coming on the platform. You are the highest guest guest counting on my on my podcast who came 4 or 5 times now, and making and giving us a lot of insights, your experience as well. Okay, thank you so much, everybody, and once again,
I
take care
have
and bye
I
bye.
have I have one announcement before closing
Sure,
the
sure.
session. Guys, it's a some surprise on 13th of December. Definitely you will
Ah,
see new thing on my channel as well. With
wow.
support of Atul Kurwar again, but
Oh,
it's a
come on.
surprise and definitely you will see that one. And again, thank you so much everyone who contributed to reach me out here. I cannot tell everyone name, but it's a it's amazing journey. Without support you I cannot reach out here. Thank you so much, thank
Definitely.
you so much, and thanks to God as well.
Yep, thanks. Okay, thanks everybody. Have a
Thank you
nice
guys,
day.
bye
Have a
bye.
nice weekend. Definitely, we're going to meet it. But from Ajay side, I can say wish you very, very happy 2025 as well. Yep.